Okay, my presentation is called Mumbai Bombings, India's 9/11. So what happened? 10 gunmen armed with hand grenades and automatic weapons targeted innocent people at many different sites in Mumbai. Most of the attacks were short and lasted no longer than a few hours, but at 3 locations this was not the case. So where did this happen? The southern part of Mumbai was targeted, including a railway station, a popular cafe, a theater, and 2 hospitals. A luxury hotel and a Jewish outreach center were also under attack, but for longer than the other locations. These attacks lasted almost 2 days. How many people were killed? At the end of it all, at least 174 people were killed. This included 26 foreign nationals and 20 security force personnel. Many people were held hostage or trapped by gunfire, injuring more than 300 people. 9 of the 10 terrorists were killed and the last was arrested. Who were the attackers? The true identity of the attackers is under speculation, but a group called Mujahideen Hyderabad Deccan took responsibility for the attacks via email. The email was traced back to Pakistan, where no such group was found existing. Apparently, the 10 attackers were trained by prolonged guerrilla warfare in Lashkar-e-Taiba and also another part of Pakistan before coming to Mumbai. They got to Mumbai by taking over an Indian's fishing boat and then split up to attack their targets. After the attacks, the only living terrorist pleaded guilty and then retracted his confession and proclaimed innocence. Ultimately, he was found guilty and sentenced to death 2 years later. 4 years after the attacks, a man was found who was suspected of being a trainer of the terrorist and was arrested. Also, a year before, a Pakistani American came forth and pleaded guilty to helping plan the attacks and was given a 35-year sentence in prison. So how is this related to Pakistan? Evidence pointed that the attacks were originated within Pakistan, and so India wanted to investigate this further. This deeply impacted the process of peace between the two countries. India pressured Pakistan to crack down on terrorists, and this received strong support from other countries around the world. The U.S. encouraged Pakistan to take an action against suspects. Instead of taking a nuclear route, India instead spoke out internationally throughout the media and sought help. Pakistan eventually started trying to seek out and arrest people involved in the attacks, but this only lasted a few days. Pakistan refused to arrest 20 people that India had provided due to insufficient evidence. How did India take all of this? The attacks ended up exposing loopholes in India's security system and also revealed that there had been warning about attacks, but that Indian authorities had ignored them. The Interior Minister of India ended up resigning later that year and declared he took moral responsibility for the attacks. The Indian government introduced legal mechanisms and institutions to fight terrorism. There were also many efforts made to investigate terrorism. Although the Mumbai attacks were on a much smaller scale than the U.S.'s 9/11, both nations had a similar national response, which ultimately helped their desire to deal with terrorism.